All right, so hopefully you can see my feet, but so the first thing to go over is the boxing stance, okay? The standard boxing stance. Your feet are gonna be in an L, so your rear foot's gonna be pointed off towards your right, and your lead foot's gonna be pointing somewhat forward. It can be turned in a little bit. You just don't wanna be on sideways like you're snowboarding, okay? So your lead foot should be pointing forward, and you have this L position. What I mean by heel toe is that the heel of my rear foot is going to be in line with my lead foot, okay? So right there, heel, toe, you're in line. So this is your boxing stance. You have your legs not locked out, but slightly bent, okay? Lead shoulders forward. Your lead shoulder is actually tilted slightly higher than your rear shoulder, so you're on this slight 45-degree angle with your shoulders, okay? So elbow in by your ribs, hand up by the chin, so you can defend, you could block with the rear hand, lead hand right in the front here, okay? So from the side view, that heel toe position, okay, again, heel toe position, my lead shoulder is slightly higher than my rear, my knees are slightly bent, okay? This hand is right in front of my chin. All right, so let's go over the footwork, the standard footwork. I'm in my hotel room here because I work on the road, so I got this little hallway space, so not much space to move in, so I can't really do a whole lot. But the idea is that you're always pushing off the opposite leg that you want to go. So when I want to go forward, I'm going to be in my heel toe stance. I'm going to drive, initiate the push off my rear leg if I want to go forward. Okay, so I'm going to push forward, and then my rear foot's going to fall back up, and I'm going to land right back in my stance, okay? I'll come back a little bit further, okay? So push forward, and I recover with my rear leg. Push forward, and I recover with my rear leg. From the side view, push forward, and my foot recovers, okay? Drive off my rear leg, and my rear foot recovers, okay? All right. Again, from the heel-toe stance, I want to go backwards. So the basic is to push off my lead leg first and drive my right foot backwards, and then I slide my back foot into place, okay? So I'm going to drive off the front foot and slide the lead foot back. Drive off my front foot and slide the lead foot back into place, okay? So again, from my stance, I don't have much place to go, but I'll try to do it. So I'm going to drive off my front foot, push my back foot into place, and my lead foot recovers back into my stance, okay? If I go forward, drive off my rear foot, and my back foot recovers. Now, if I want to go to my right, I'm going to initiate from the opposite foot that I want to go. So if I'm going to my right, I'm going to drive off my left leg. So I'm going to push it off my left leg to my right, and I'm going to extend out to my right foot, and then my left foot's going to recover, okay? If I want to push off to my left, I'm going to push off my rear leg first, and then my right leg's going to slide back into place, always recovering my stance. So step, 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 step. And okay, again, drive backwards, drive forward, drive backwards, drive forward, drive to the right, drive to the left. Pretty simple. Now, being able to push or being able to jab off that stance and moving forward, okay? From your position, your hands right in front of your chin here, your rear hands in front of your chin for defense. I'm just going to drive my hands straight forward and turn my knuckles all the way over, okay? My chin stays tucked. Now what I do is I turn this chin like I'm looking down the barrel, so my chin actually moves slightly away from my lead shoulder, but my chin is down, and I drive forward, okay? Boom, turning my hand all the way over. Okay, from the position, I'm gonna drop this hand just so you can see my chin is here. And I turn it, and I look down the barrel of the gun. Okay? Now, when I wanna move with that, I'm gonna drive off my rear foot, step in, and then jab. Okay? I'll get back a little bit further. Drive off my rear foot, and then jab. Drive off my rear foot, and jab. Okay? One time. Push off the rear foot, and then jab. Push off the rear foot, and jab. Okay? Going backwards, I'm going to drive off the lead foot here, and I'm going to jab at the same time. Pop, and then I'm going to recover. Pop, and recover. Okay? So the other way. Pop, boom. Pop, 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 pop. So when I throw my jab from my position, my on guard position, my rear hand, I'm going to either keep it by my cheekbone, elbow nice and tight, or I'm going to keep it right in front of my jaw, okay, so I can catch punches, catch jabs, catch crosses. Okay, so my shoulder is slightly higher, my lead shoulder, and when I jab, I'm going to look down the barrel of the gun, okay? So my chin isn't just tucked behind my shoulder, it's also tweaked slightly away, okay? So I'm going to leave my forehead out there a little bit. I'm going to keep my chin tucked, okay? So when I jab, right down the barrel of the gun. I'm initiating that jab with my legs, okay? So I'll back up here so you can see. All right, so now hopefully you can see my legs. I'm going to initiate by driving off that rear foot when I throw that jab. Okay, using my hips, turning my shoulders, my lead shoulder forward as I jab, making myself long. Okay, I want to get that reach, looking down the barrel of the gun as I jab. And if I step, I'm going to drive off that rear foot, jab, and the rear foot's going to recapture my stance. So drive off, pop. Drive, and if I go backwards, I'm going to step and jab, step and jab, step and jab, step and jab. And when I throw that cross, from my position, I'm going to be turning over. I'm going to be turning my rear shoulder forward. Okay, so nice east to west twist of the upper body. And again, I'm going to tuck my shoulder so my chin's down. I'm looking up through my eyebrows, and my forehead is the thing that's out further than my nose. If you look at it from the side view, my nose is the thing that's leading. It's my forehead because my chin is down. It's tucked. Okay, so from this position, when I turn over on that cross, my right shoulder is going to replace my lead shoulder. I'm going to be twisting, and I'm going to be keeping my chin slightly pointed away from my shoulder that I'm punching with towards my opposite shoulder. Okay, like I'm going to look down the barrel of the gun with just like I did with my jab. I'm going to do it with my cross. Okay, it's not awkward. I'm exaggerating so you can see. So turn it over. And of course, my rear hand, my lead hand is going to be up by my cheekbone. Cover for hooks and tight against my ribs. Okay, right down the barrel. Okay, so if you want to see it from my rear foot, I'm going to turn up on the ball of my foot. Okay, I'm really getting a nice east to west twist, turning all the way over, looking down the barrel of the gun, got my chin down, looking up through my eyebrows, keeping covered. Okay, and when I step, I'm going to drive off that rear foot, turn the foot over, and cross. When I do it going backwards, I'm going to step first and then cross after I've done the step. So I step backwards and then turn over on the cross. When I go forward, I can step, and when the rear foot comes up, I cross. So I step, rear foot comes up, and I cross. So I'm just going to show you the jab and the cross really quick, moving to the left. So in my heel toe stance, I'm going to drive off to the left and jab, and then my rear foot recovers, okay? So drive off to the left, jab, and my rear foot recovers. Now if I want to add the cross in there, I'm going to jab, and then as this foot comes up and this hand comes back, I'm turning it over, okay? So step, turn it over. 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 And you'll notice that my lead shoulder turns forward when I step, because I want to get that nice east-west twist. Boom, boom. Okay? So if I just to emphasize that, if I just threw my rear cross, when I move forward, what I'm going to do is when I move forward, I'm going to turn the shoulder forward, just slightly. So when I twist, I'm going to get that much more power out. So turn, boom. So turn, boom. Turn, boom. Turn, boom. Now that would be exactly the same shoulder motion if I threw my jab first, because I'm turning my jab into it, turning the shoulder, and then crossing. So you understand? All right. So I'm going to show you moving to the left with the jab and the cross. So when I move to to the right. So I'm going to be pushing off the opposite leg like I told you before. So drive off the left foot and jab, and then recover your stance. So if I want to go the opposite direction, I'm going to push off my right foot, jab, and recover my stance. Okay? Again, boom, boom. Now if I want to add the cross to that, I'm going to jab, and then as my left foot comes up, I'm going to turn over for my cross. Okay? So jab, turn over for my cross. So push off, boom, turn over for my cross. Then I'm going to go right back to my stance. So jab, turn over for my cross. Jab, turn over for my cross.